Do I have everybody's attention now?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Outlaw Black back again with another video for y'all, and this time I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm deciding I'm going to start doing like discussion videos, and today I want to talk about the rest of season 3. Now, we've been sitting on what, like 2 months of Ultra Instinct Goku by now, so obviously it's about time to start talking about the next characters coming up in the Fighters Pass. So I just want to break down a couple of characters who I want to see in Fighters, where I'm just looking like I'm just looking at the fact that they're in a fighting game for the most part, and how they would not necessarily play, but some of the reasons why I would think they would be a better fit in Fighters. So instead of just coming up with 3 for the rest of the seasons past, I came up with like 6, because I'm not really a fan of odd numbers. So I came up with 3, give myself 3 more just to give myself a cushion. So yeah, but without further ado, let's not waste any time. 6th, the last one, all the way at the bottom. Though I really want to see him in this game, and I do want to see another movie villain in this game, I might have to give it to the guy Bojack. Now, the reason why I want to see Bojack in this game is simply because, like, I think he would be a good fit. I can picture him being like a grappler, key-based, rushdown kind of character, kind of like how Broly plays, but a little bit more technical, a little bit faster pace. On top of that, we could also get a dramatic finish with Bojack, with him and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So all of those things in mind, those would be a plus. I would love to see that, see Bojack in the game. Maybe they could throw in like his little squad, have like Zanya or all the other people part of like the Bojack troop. Maybe they could have like an appearance like how Ginyu has his team, rather than it just be Bojack by himself. But yeah, that's one of the characters who I would like to see in this game. Alright. Next person on my list, this is the number 5 spot. The reason why, before I even say his name, it's going to be a GT character, but the reason why I don't have him at like top 3 is because there's another character in GT who I would love to see in this game too, for the similar reasons why I want to see Bojack in this game. But at the same time, you know, I can't go wrong with this pick. So my next pick is Baby Vegeta. Now, I like Baby Vegeta as a character. He's like one of my favorite villains in the Dragon Ball franchise, and one of my favorite in Dragon Ball GT. That whole story, even though it wasn't perfect, but the whole motivation behind him just taking on the personality of someone from the past that the Saiyans had a whole, rivalry, not rivalry, but they had a whole beef with, because they wiped out their entire race, and him just using Saiyans to basically get to his end goal and taking over the Prince of Saiyans. That's beautiful to me. His moveset is pretty, it's going to be like a really well balanced play style. Like, we can see some beams, we can see some of Vegeta's moveset mixed in there, but for the most part I think he's going to be like a real good rushdown character. His level 3, obviously Revenge Death Ball. Maybe they might throw in a transformation, I don't know. I doubt that they're going to give him a grade 8 transformation, but Baby Vegeta is like one of those top characters who I would like to see as another GT representative, because now they introduced GT Goku, it's kind of obvious that we can get some more GT characters in the game. But I really just want like a GT villain, because we don't have a whole lot of villains to pick from in Fighters. Outside of Kid Buu, Cell, Frieza, 17, even though most of the characters in the game now, they were villains when they were introduced, but now they're heroes, or they're on the side of good at this point. So I would like to see more villains being introduced, so that's why I'm really picking Baby Vegeta, but also because I really like Baby Vegeta as a character. Alright, next on my list is someone who's been there since the inception of Dragon Ball Z, basically introducing us to the Saiyan race. I would have to give it to my boy Raditz. Raditz, the brother of Goku. He kicked off a lot of what we're seeing now. Like, he just basically introduced us to the whole concept of aliens, just, the whole Supreme Saiyan warrior race. It's actually a good explanation of why Goku likes to fight so much. So the fact that we could get Raditz in this game is good. Have a good moveset. I feel like he would be a very, I won't say he'll be like a bit of a zoner, kind of, because most of Raditz's moves was basically just to keep Goku and Piccolo away when he was fighting, like when he does Double Sunday, or when he throws out his move the weekend. All of those could be his level 1s. Um, so I would like to see Raditz in the game. I think he's like one of the top characters people want to see in this game. Just as a character, because you know he's Goku's brother. Like you gotta have Goku's brother in the game. Come on now, that's at least. But he's not my top three though. But he's on there. He's top four, but he's not my top three. But now we're getting into the top three. So before I get into the top three, these characters I think have a high likelihood of being introduced in the Fighters Pass for season 3. So at the number 3 spot, I have to see. I want to see Omega Shenron because I mentioned earlier that the only reason why I might not be as excited to see Baby Vegeta in the games because there's another GT character that I want to see. That other GT character is Omega Shenron. With the introduction with GT Goku, Omega Shenron could be a good fit. He could come with a dramatic finish. That's really like most of the reason why I pick some of these characters because of their dramatic finishes. So we could see a dramatic finish with GT Goku, him doing the Spirit Bomb in Destroyed City, because that's already a stage in the game. They don't even have to put a new stage in the game for that. We could see that dramatic finish. I think he would be more of the grappling character because we didn't really see him use a whole lot of Ki Blast in that move in that fight between him and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. He was a very a brutal character, to be honest. He impaled Vegeta for the most part. He was kicking Goku's ass. He was ready for a scrap. The man was throwing hands. So I would really like to see Omega Shenron. His playstyle would be like more of a brawler type. I would say closer to like how Bardock plays, but he's a bigger character. So, you know, he's going to be a heavy. So you know, that's always cool though, just to see another heavy added. Because I think for the most part, not one heavy in the game plays the same. Because you got Cooler, you got 16, you got Boo. All of them play different for the most part. Cooler has a DP, 16 has command grabs for the most part. Boo can pretty much just hit you from anywhere on the screen with his like stretchy limbs. So Omega Shenron is next on my list. That's one of the main characters I would really like to see in this game, Omega Shenron. If he's not, then if they could throw Baby Vegeta in there, that's fine. You know, I wouldn't be too mad about it. But Omega Shenron is number 3 on my list. Number 2. At first, I didn't know about this character because I'm like, there's so much that Master. Well, I might as well say his name now. Master Roshi is number 2 on my list. The only like real petty reason why I couldn't like visualize him being in Fighters is because super dashing. Roshi can't fly, like at all. So unless they throw in like, you know, his sister Baba just throwing some sort of spell on him that helps him fly around, or him using Nimbus, or even using the turtle shell. That's how he ended up meeting up with everybody else for the Universe Survival Saga. So maybe he could be using that to get around, or maybe he can use his pole. Maybe he can just jump really hard, jump really high. I don't know. But Roshi is a very pivotal character. A lot of his moveset could be taken just solely from Dragon Ball. You know, him using his cane, him not using his cane. I think of like the fight with all of Frieza's soldiers in Resurrection F, where he was basically standing on his cane and taking on all of Frieza's henchmen. I think of his fight with Goku, a very technical fight too. They didn't even throw beams around that much. That's when Dragon Ball was really all about hands. They didn't. When they introduced Kamehamehas, it was like, okay, we're gonna start throwing these out more often because these enemies are getting stronger and stronger. So yeah, but Roshi I think is a good pick. I'm not mad at Roshi. At first I thought about him like he can't fly, but you know, that doesn't really mean much, you know, because Videl can barely fly. And if I think back to past history with Roshi in Dragon Ball games, he could always like fly, but he could never stay in the air that long. Same thing with like Kid Goku. Way back in the day, he would use his tail to like levitate in the air. Same thing with Mr. Satan, but Mr. Satan had a backpack. He had a little jetpack to help him stay in the air very long. So maybe they might throw a jetpack on Roshi. I don't know. But I would really like to see Roshi in the game. But out of all of the characters, out of those two, the one that I want to see the most, I have to see it to believe it. It would only be fair that this character would be in this game, is Majin Vegeta. And here's why. One, the dramatic finish. Him, Kid Buu, in the desert, in the wasteland, right? He's telling him he's gonna blow him into the wind and just self-destructs, right? That could be his level 3. I honestly don't know how they would pull that off. Like, would they do it like how sick? I'm thinking like the only character that has a self-destruct in Dragon Ball Fighterz is 16, and he has super armor on it, and it's a command grab. So, is there like, is it going to be like he's going to set it up, like he's going to be invincible through all of that, and the only way you can get him out of it is you grab him, or whatever the case may be? The only other character I can like think of in video game, like anime video games, that has like an unblockable attack is Aizen in Jump Force. When he uses Black Coffin, it takes up a whole screen, and the only way you can stop him from using it is if you hit him. So maybe that's what they might do with Majin Vegeta. I don't know. But Majin Vegeta would be a good pick. Having self-destruct. Maybe using Final Flash as a beam now. I don't know. Maybe that could be his beam property. Using his little restraints that he put on Goku, his little 2-finger restraints. The little rings he put on his wrist or whatever. That could be like a command grab or something. I don't know. I'm not really the one to get in the move list. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the characters that I want to see. I really want to see Majin Vegeta. I don't care if he's last. He could be the 5th character in this damn game. He can be the 4th character in the season pass. I don't care, as long as I see some sort of Vegeta in this game, because we got UI Goku, Blue Goku, Base Goku, Goku Rose, Super Saiyan Goku, Goku with no beam, and Bardock. I'm just like, we got too many Gokus in the game. We need some more Vegetas. We only got 3 Vegetas in this game. We really only have 3 Vegetas. So I would like to see another Vegeta in this game. But that being said, that's going to bring this video to a close. If you did enjoy today's content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Comment down below who you would like to see in Fighter Season Pass, and I'll catch y'all the next time. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get caught up on videos. I'm trying to start posting more often. But that's pretty much it. I'll catch y'all guys later.